Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my second video here, and I I made it. I made it through my first video, and I'm here with you guys on my second. And we'll keep doing this. We'll keep doing this until I get tired of this habit and maybe do something else, or who knows, maybe I might do something. Keep on doing this. So the purpose of this video today is I want to talk a little bit about my past. I did give you guys a brief intro on who and where am I and stuff, but I will wanna get into a little deep digger into my past, so you guys know more about me. So again, I am Saurabh Sharma. I was born and raised in Kathmandu. I was actually born in Thabatalia Hospital, the maternity ward. I was born there, and throughout my childhood, I lived in the Jurpati Chabel Narantar zone of the Kathmandu, and that's where I grew up. Uh, yeah, that's where I grew up really. And if I'm talking about my past, I think there are three important things that I really want to talk about. First is my parents and relatives, my parents and all the people that I know who make my family. Then second is the schools, and third is my university. And these are the most important three things that I would want to talk about, but very briefly. Uh, First one is parents and my family, relatives, and everybody. My mom and uh, my so I have a brother and mom and my dad, um, and I am the oldest, and I have a younger brother, and we grew up in a middle class family. My mom and my dad, both of them were very hardworking. They both of them worked very hard throughout their life, and still are. They're still working very hard, and we lived a very normal middle class family, kind of. Yeah, we lived normal lifestyle. It was not too much, but I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful to them. They are my life. They are the reason why I'm here, and every second, every minute, I I I'm just so grateful to them, It's just them and nobody else. Then after my parents come, my family, my मेरो सानीमा हजुरआमा, मामा, भाइ बहिनी, काका काकी, हजुरबा हजुरआमा, everybody. My मेरो fupu, मेरो didi, everybody. They are very. I am now not very close to them. I don't know why. Past 5 years, after coming to the United States, I am not so close with everybody. I don't know the reason, but I should start working on building my relationship back. It's been a while. I have not had a good chat with any of these guys except for my parents and my brother. That's who I talk to every now and then, every day, every day. But others I don't really, and yeah, I don't know. I should do that. Then they are also a very important part of my life. Um, they they know a lot about me, and I've learned a lot from them. And if any point in life from now on, I think about them, and I want to give back to them. They have given a lot to me, and believed in me, and taught me so many things. They really felt I could do something and make a difference, and that's very nice of them. Thank you very much again, everyone. If you're watching this video, yes, you. Thank you very much. And okay, let's look. All that family relatives I love you all, everybody. Thank you. Now second is my school and universities. So Growing up, I changed one, two, three, four. I went to four schools. Now, those of you watching from United States, how it works in Nepal is your elementary school, your primary school, your middle school, um, all those schools are just one school. It's just a school, and everything's in there. Elementary, primary, middle, everything's in there. So throughout my childhood, I switched four different schools, and that's from nursery to grade 10, four schools. And I was a very average student, I didn't I until I think class 4, grade 4, I was a very normal average kid. I don't recall all those grades that I made, but the one thing that is stuck in my mind is it was grade 4, and it was, I think, second term or third term. I scored 54 out of 100 on my mathematics, and that was 50% is not good. That's like average, lower than average maybe. So after grade 4, I switched to a different school, and that kind of changed me a lot. From grade 5 to grade 8, 3 years I spent over there, and that was drastic. No, 5, 6, and 7, all 3 years I spent over there, and that school completely changed me. It was relatively a small school, so every single teacher would spend more time to you, because we were less number of students, and they had enough time to interact with every single student. They would track their progress and all that kind of stuff. So I was getting a lot of attention, and maybe few other things. I think when I changed that school, I had a belief in me that I would do better, and I want to do better, and I have that belief in me, and just worked really. First examination that I gave, my grade 5, I became first. I was the first in the class, and that took me by surprise. I never knew I could be the first in the class. That completely shook me, and it was a testament of hard work. If you're willing to put more work, and you get the results. That's when I learned that lesson, really. Then after that, I think I just was the first in class ever, always. Grade 5, grade 6, and grade 7. Apart from my school, I started developing my extracurricular activities. I participated in debate, poem, speech, spelling contest, and all that kind of stuff. That school was very great, and I developed all these skills. Yeah, public speaking skills. Yeah, of course, it was crucial, because I used to host so-called Parents' Day, and it was like a showcase of different dances that we practiced throughout the year, and that was like a kind of award ceremony, kind of little program, and we used to host that, me and my friends, and that kind of helped me develop public speaking skills when I look at it now. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. It just so happened at the right time. I was there. I learned all of this, and yeah. After that, I went to the other school from 8 to 10, and that was also a very good school. Now, leaving class 7 from that old school, I was first in class. So going to a new school, I had the pressure that I have to again prove it to them. So first term, it was a class. Now this class was comparatively larger than the class that I was in. Now this class, you were looking at around 50 people. Previously, it was just 10, 12. So five times bigger than the previous class. So I had to prove these guys from the new school that I am better. I am the first in class, and that pressure was on me. First exam that I give, I became first. I was first then. Okay, so I was like, okay, all right, I can do this. But the second one that I did, I don't know what happened. I messed up some exams, I think, and the guy who usually is first, who was first, uh, in previous years, became first this time, and I was second. Man, that kind of made me feel bad, very, very bad. I don't remember crying, but I might have cried. It was that bad because I for 3 years straight I was never second, and I was second now for the first time, so kind of felt bad. Okay, it kind of felt bad. Uh, Third exam comes, I become first again, and then first and first and first. It never stopped until grade 10 final exam. So when I tell you about grade 10, what happens in Nepal is you have this board called school leaving certificate exam. Now that exam is it happens countrywide. Basically, everybody uh, everybody in the country who's in grade 10 has to give the same exam, same question paper. Everybody has to give the same exam, and they would do a rank basis throughout the country. Rank basis, all that kind of stuff. So I was prepared. The school was counting on me, my parents, everybody was counting on me, and I gave my exam. So after that exam, you'd have to wait for 4 months to get the results, and it was time. I was waiting for my result. Back then, scoring 90% and above was regarded as very good. Very few students would do it, 90% and more, and anything from 80 to 90 is still good. It's still good. You're awesome, but you would get privileges in high school if you scored more than 90. Plus 2, let me say plus 2. So in Nepal, plus 2 is grade 11 and grade 12. So if you were to score more than 90, you would get privileges in 11 and 12. So I was hoping for that. The school was counting on me. The school had a belief. I myself had a belief. And you know what? I might have done enough to score me 90%. So the result comes in, bam, I get 90%. So I was just a little over 3 marks. So if I got 720 points, that would give me 90. But I scored 723. I was just 3 marks above the 90-degree mark. And everybody was happy. My mom was happy. She was the happiest. My brother, my family, everybody was happy. My school was happy, of course, because I was the highest scoring student in that region, really. No other top schools had students who scored more than 90. So I was like, I was I still recall those times, and I was like, man, I you know what, I did it. That is still a proud moment for me. And after that comes my high school, plus 2. Now I am again, when I'm telling you all my school stuff, now I'm in a village. Okay, it's like in a village kind of area. I'm not very introduced to all this city schools, which I later found out that they do more than just grade 10 questions and solutions. Meaning, in grade 10, when I was in grade 10, I was just focusing on my SLC exam, like day and night. But what other city schools were doing, they were doing the grade 10 final exam SLC, but they were also looking after all these grade 11, grade 12 questions. But I didn't have a brother then, so I don't really know about what grade 11 and grade 12 would look like. So my focus was only grade 10, morning, nights, days, every day. Okay, so nope. No access to higher education, books, or any kind of education, really. So I come to the city school, where this very popular high school, plus 2, offered me pretty much 100% scholarship because I scored 90% and more, right? So remember I told you about the privileges? This is one of the privileges. So it was a top elite school in this mid Kathmandu area, and they offered me 100% scholarship. So bam, I go in there and get that 100% scholarship. Now I slowly start making friends. The school started, and I kind of now know other people are more way intelligent than me. I know I scored 90, but I had other friends who scored 90 or very close to 90 or more than 90. I feel like an outsider now because I don't know. I'm not as intelligent as others. It kind of made me feel bad, you know. I was not intelligent as them. Everybody was elite. They knew more stuff. I was just watching them speak and trying to learn from them. I don't know what went wrong from my grade 10 to grade 11. That was a huge and drastic change. I sometimes think about it and keep thinking about it. I don't know what happened, you know. I was doing this normal SLC stuff. Now I'm in grade 11. They are talking about way advanced things, and I'm still in my basics, you know. I couldn't catch up. Things happened my first term, second term. I was weak. I could not perform very well. My exams were average, below average, and I don't know, I very struggled. Now it was time for my final exam. Final exam also was not very good. I suffered. I was tensed, and I don't know. It didn't work well. Grade 11 was horrible. It was not right. Then after that, the results came in for grade 11, and I was very disappointed with my own results because I scored 77. I still remember 77. So this is the kid who scored 90% in grade 10 and came to this top elite school in Kathmandu, and now he scored 77 in his grade 11. That is not acceptable, you know. That is horrendous. So I cried. I remember crying. My mom would not say nothing because she knew I was aware of my own situation. So she would just try and push me and try and make me do more, perform well. And I don't know. It took me some time to realize that, you know, I have to put in more work and repeat my habits, like learn every single day, you know, repeat. So I started doing that. Grade 12, I had a different energy. I wanted to do well because I sucked grade 11, so I did kept on repeating and stuff, and started doing very well on my term exams. It was time for my final. I did very good on my finals. I scored 82 and something. So I kind of averaged at 79%. I was hoping to get an 80, like on average from grade 11 and grade 12. I was short by few marks, you know. Yeah, it's okay. But that kind of shows, again, that if you're willing to put more work, you can get a lot done and score good results, you know. So grade 12, 82, grade 11, 77, you know. That was a huge difference. So that was it about my school.